Hey, this is some guy named Chris, and today I want to talk about ChatGPT-4, specifically the waitlist. I'm still on it. Anybody else on it? I know I could go and upgrade to Plus, but I don't want to. I want the API. I want to send in data and get results. I don't want to have to type. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I've been thinking about different things that we can potentially try. So one of the first ones I want to try is actually looking at 3, and then when we get 4, we're going to test it even further. So I'm going to share my screen and show you the 3 first item, and then we have 2 other items that I'm interested in talking about. But as I'm doing this today on the laptop, so if you hear some typing, that's on me. But we're going to have fun here. So what I'm looking at is I've got 100,000 service tickets, and I know don't send in your own data. Like, the data that I'm sending is just service ticket summaries. I'm not sending companies, people, things like that. It's all safe. But what I want to do is say, how does 3 analyze it? And then when we get 4, we're going to use it. Because what I need a 2-level hierarchy. Can a 2-level hierarchy of, wow, hierarchy of category. Let's just go categories. Having some trouble today. From the following list. Info is mainly Dynamics 365. Let's see how. Okay, so we got 3 categories. A lot of Great Plains things. Should get some BC. And the reason I'm looking at this is I want to find out when we get to GPT-4, does it analyze it better? And in real truth, I can only send it so much data. I can't send it all the data that I want because it can't handle it. But I'd love to send it my summary and the notes that are requested from the clients. And now I'd take out users and all of that, but it would give me an idea of what the clients are looking for. And I can have a good category and subcategory. Now, could you simplify the reason I'm simplifying level 2, there's too much on the first one. So I'm wondering if in fact it can simplify it. That's a little bit too much simplified. Not that simplified. I like the top part. I like category 1, but they're getting too detailed on the category on the second level. Can tell that already. So answer right now, not great, but get you started. And one of the things reason I'm looking at this is we're looking at revamping our type and subtype. And I'm thinking, hey, what's better? GPT. So at least as a starting point. So while we're looking at while that's going, we can go on to number 2. Number 2, what I want to look at in GPT-4 is, can we build an extension? And there's already an extension out there. This is a VS Code extension that allows you to use ChatGPT. Is there a way that we can do something similar, but have it build out our documentation, document our code? I can program, but I'm not a programmer by any means. SQL Server was my specialty. And even with that, can I document my SQL Server statements? my T-SQL? Can we document our functions in Visual Studio, our classes, based on highlighting, selecting, and having it run through and document the lines in GPT? Now, I've looked at, we all know GPT doesn't have GPT-3, let's put it that way, isn't perfect on coding. It can get close. We've done tests, we've looked at those, other people have done it, but it's not perfect. 4, supposedly a lot better. So can it find the problems? Yes. Can it optimize? Can it refactor? I'm sure. Can it explain? The explanation I want to document. So I think in the future, what I know we're going to look at internally is, can we use GPT-4 to document our processes within coding? We may even extend beyond coding and think about corporate processes. If I give it a list of 10 critical items, can it give me some details underneath it? I think it can. Now, with that, are we going to have to modify, check, validate? 100%. But at least if we get some starting points, we might be able to improve, help improve different areas, put it that way. Now, number 3, last thing I want to mention, and this is my favorite part. Nothing really to show on this, but what I'm interested is the image analysis. So I've already started looking into this, but haven't been able to run it because I don't have access. Still, waitlist. I'm bitter about this, by the way. The image analysis. I want to be able to take a visual out of Power BI, automatically toss it into GPT-4, and have it spit out the results of what's going on. I think it can be done. I've done some research. I know that there are ways through PowerShell to pull out a very specific visual into an image, drop it in a folder. It's not, I say, the most elegant approach. It may be the only approach right now, but I'm going to say it's not elegant. So we're going to start looking into see if I can improve that process. And I'll let you guys know, because I'll put it out here in a video. But from that, I want to be able to have GPT-4 analyze that image. So we've already done a video, and you guys have seen it, about analyzing the data. Can we analyze the image that the data is produced and see the and get the results and get input? So I'm waiting. Just if you guys aren't waiting, great. Let me know down below that you aren't waiting, and I'm jealous. If you have other ideas, if you have that we can potentially try with GPT-3 or 4, post them below as well. Let's start trying to see what we can do while we wait. So, some guy named Chris, I appreciate it. Have a great one.